Hello again, you're still watching Joy News Prime. Is the second half of business. The Millennium Development Authority is confident it will be able to secure the last tranche of compact funds despite current issues with ECG's partial takeover. The assurance follows concerns that the U.S. government might freeze the remaining $190 million over alleged fraud with the concessionaire process. Head of reforms at the authority, Michael Iwuah, tells Joy Business the U.S. government has agreed to rather act on the outcome of ongoing investigations.
I can tell you that the Americans who are partners in this compact are aware of what is happening, and I can also tell you that the inflows, to some extent, they have influence over it. But the attitude of the Americans is just like the attitude of our government. What they are saying is that until we have concluded the process of getting to the truth, we should not rush to any conclusions and therefore any decisions and speculations. But we should just wait for the process.
But I'm saying that does it mean that the drawdowns can be made for the last tranche after all these issues have been satisfied and they are also okay with the outcome?
Of course. What will stop anybody from giving us the money?
So the money is not, the $190 million is not under threat at all?
I don't think so at this stage.
You don't think so, but it could be?
I don't think so at this stage.
Finally, let me get from you, do you think that timing was of an essence in trying to take decisions on whatever that has happened, that the process had to be rushed a little bit because there were deadlines that had to be met, and therefore viewing some of them, varying some of them was very important?
We can never talk about rushing here. This has been a 4-year process to date. Originally, we planned it to be 2 years. So something which has already delayed for 2 years, how can you say we are rushing? But the point is that sometimes you have to move on, else forever you'll be waiting to solve a little sticking point, which kills everything. And therefore, nobody will do that. So we did not rush the process. The process has gone its full length, and we are convinced and satisfied that we have done the right things.
And all the documents that you reviewed, all the necessary forensic that you did on the documents submitted, even as at now, there were genuine documents, there were right things that you did, and took the right decisions.
We are convinced that the work we did made us find the truth about the documents we got. The due diligence we did, we stand by the due diligence, and we are convinced that we did the right thing.
And you're not destined that PDS at any point has submitted fraudulent documents?
The investigations are ongoing. Let us be patient and wait for the results.
Entrepreneurs in Ghana have been tasked to adopt international modules in solving key challenges facing SMEs and Ghanaian economy. This was made known by the Deputy Dutch Ambassador to Ghana when he presented awards to budding student entrepreneurs at the 2019 Business Challenge in Accra. There's more in this report.
The Netherlands Embassy, through the Ghana Netherlands Business and Culture Council (GNBCC), has announced winners for this year's New Business Challenge Awards. The challenge, which saw some entrepreneurs pitch solutions to major issues of sanitation, agriculture, financing, among others, was aimed at increasing entrepreneurship skills for students across the country. Speaking at the event, Deputy Dutch Ambassador to Ghana, Katia Lasser, expressed commitment in helping to boost Ghana's entrepreneurial drive.
But what we like about it is that it encourages innovative and sustainable entrepreneurship and is a platform for an exchange of knowledge between Dutch and Ghanaian students. So the embassy is very much in favor of all kinds of exchanges between Ghana and the Netherlands. And it also offers students and businesses a unique opportunity to interact, exchange knowledge, and uncover potential opportunities for trade and investment in Ghana.
Acting Chief Director for the Ministry of Business Development, Alhaji Hafiz, also outlined measures government has adopted to improve the lot of entrepreneurs.
I believe every company represented today will take advantage of this opportunity to contribute their quota to the development of our country.
At the end of the challenge, a group of ladies who profit business solutions to international agric NGO Solidaridad emerged winners. they spoke to Joy Business.
It was a very challenging one. We come from such a different cultures, Holland and Ghana. However, I think we managed really good to work together as a group.
I've started something small. We are into cashew production, so I see myself very far.
So far, we've learned a lot. We've learned how to work in groups, even with the cultural differences, and I believe that we are going to apply this in our daily lives. So NBC has been really a developmental program for us, and we are so grateful.
We've all taken really great relationships. We've learned how to communicate and give feedback to each other.
Ghana Netherlands Business and Culture Council, GNBCC, represents the business interests of both Ghanaian and Dutch companies and renders business development and support services to its members. The Netherlands is currently Ghana's 5th largest export destination, 3rd largest import partner, and among its biggest investment partners.
More automobile giants are working to set up assembling plants in the country. The latest is Toyota and Honda. According to CEO of Ghana Investment Promotion Center, Iwofi Grant, the presence of these automobile giants is an indication that there's confidence in the country's economy.
Toyota is a huge group. Toyota Toshu does many other things. They've invested in health, they invest in education, but they're also now looking at the automobile side as well, and whether Ghana can become an assembly hub. But you know, the interesting thing about the car industry is that over a period, it was concentrated, then it got diversified. So you might see a car where the parts of the car come from different places, but they put it all together. Now the thing is, we should create the platform to be able, first of all, to be able to put them together here in assembly plants. So that's where the framework is coming from. And many of these big companies want to know who else is there and why are they coming in. And when they know and they talk to each other further, well, yeah, because Ghana probably offers a very good advantage in terms of location, in terms of its own macroeconomy, in terms of looking forward on the economy in the future. Ghana is a place that we should locate such things for the medium term and the long term. So they talk to each other. And yes, we've been speaking to quite a number of Japanese companies looking at coming to Ghana. For example, Honda, who want to assemble motorbikes in Ghana.
They're also coming.
They're also coming.
Let's see how the week ended on the commodity markets, and we begin with crude oil, which closed the week at $58.83 a barrel after gaining $1.45. Gold went for $1,496.89 an ounce. The market update is next in commodity news. UK's economy shrinks for the first time since 2012. The reason is contained in a compilation of some international business stories.
The UK Chancellor has told the BBC that he does not expect the UK to slide into recession after data showed the economy shrunk by 0.2% between April and June. Sajid Javid was speaking after the Office for National Statistics said the economy had contracted for the first time since 2012. The surprise decline came after Brexit stockpiles were unwound and the car industry implemented shutdowns. The pound slipped when the data was released, raising fears of a recession. Uber's shares went into reverse on Thursday after the taxi-hailing company unveiled profits figures that failed to live up to expectations. Revenue growth slowed in the face of heavy competition, leading to the company posting its largest quarterly loss. Uber and its rivals are spending heavily to expand, but boss Dara Khosrowshahi said that the competitive pressures are easing, but that didn't stop Uber's share price tumbling 13% in after-hours trading. Huawei has finally unveiled its own operating system, a move that could help shield the smartphone maker from the escalating US-China trade war. The reveal of Harmony OS comes months after the Chinese tech company was placed on a US trade blacklist that barred American firms from selling tech and software to Huawei unless they get a license to do so. That ban has prevented companies like Google from supplying new Huawei devices with this version of Android OS.
It's always a pleasure serving you the business news. My name is Sandra Esinam, and I'll be back next week, but you can check more news on our website, myjoyonline.com/business. Do enjoy your weekend.